Let's fucking go. We about to go big. Kill him with the PrizePicks. Let's fucking go. About to go big. Kill him with the PrizePicks. About to go big. Kill him with the PrizePicks. 24/7 researching, it's all a fantasy. But if I make the right phase, it pays automatic. Bankroll showing that I know it dope strategy. On a winning streak, I'm stacking a dose of the bookies all get mad at me. Confident with how it plays, not clicking on a flex today. All I see is green and we all about to get paid. Arrogant Josh on the stream, they be killing it. Never gonna stop it, I like if you feel it. Thinking the players, they all never time you can't make up your mind and just go with your gut. Looked around, we found a glitch, no toast allowed, just supposed to live. Sophia's fine, sat to his stick, and Caitlin Clark just doesn't miss. Win, lose, or draw, we never quit. When we shoot the ball, is another switch. Submit the link, it'll make you rich, and we going big, don't be a bitch. Let's fucking go, we about to go big. Kill him with the PrizePicks. Let's fucking go. About to go big. Kill him with the PrizePicks. About to go big. Kill him with the PrizePicks. We about to go big. We about to go big. About to go big. Kill him with the PrizePicks. About to go big. Kill him with the PrizePicks.
Yo,
Yo, what's up, everyone?
your
We good? We
mic,
good?
your mic sounds funky, but not that bad. Not as bad as before, but I think we're all right now. How you doing?
I'm doing well, man. Hopefully, we don't have any more technical issues.
Ooh, that sounded good. Now you're right. Now, did you just turn it down a little bit, or you left it alone?
Yeah, I haven't done anything. I don't
Okay.
know what's up with this. It might be our
Okay.
software today, because both you and I were having issues with it. But either way, welcome back to Just Cash. We're coming at you with some Taco Tuesday action, and we got a 2-game breakdown for you in the stores. So, as always, joined by Underrated. What's up, dude? How you doing? Besides this little snafu.
Oh, I don't care about this. I'm having fun, man. I'm good. Glad we're back. It's been a while. Couple days off, end of the season stuff. Got one game in over the weekend. Had a good time. Can't complain. Swept some of my NFL shit. Some bets at the end of last night kind of went sideways, 4 of them in a row. But it's betting. We're back.
It is. There's gonna be some tough beats along the way, but we had a really solid this past week. Honestly, almost all 7 days it felt like. And shout out to you guys, real ones out there who were on the last stream. We hit that 5 out of 5 slips picks that we had in queue, and the other 2 additional picks that we ended up taking out of the queue. I think it was a Brees Hall touchdown and something else too. So smacked a 5-picker on Underdog, which is a huge payout, better than PrizePicks.
Wait, are
And,
you telling me that we do 5 picks without any positive EV tools and still win?
We did. We could have even ran it as the full 7, but we aired on some caution and ended up leaving them off. But still, and shout out to you guys. We had a couple of plays that were brought up at the end of the stream that came through as well. That Hunter Henry first quarter yards. That was beautiful. So
Hey, that's Ian's play. Ian, yay!
Yeah, shout out to Big Ian. He also hooked Coach up with the slip, and you guys caught it in the Discord too. Yeah, buddy.
Who is this guy?
So,
Who the heck is this new guy named Ian?
well, you can find out by make sure to hit that like and subscribe button down below. That way you don't miss out whenever we do go live or drop the videos at late night videos that we do sometimes. But the real key is to get in that Discord. Links down below. 7-day free trial. We still got it going all the time. If you guys have been in there over the last really just last week or this month at all, you've made a killing. So make sure you guys check it out. And we're going to be, coming up towards the end of the WNBA season, but football is in full effect, and we've got men's, NBA is right around the corner. So we're like a month out from that. It's about to get crazy. So y'all make sure to tap in. And today we're just going to keep it light. We'll probably keep it about a 40-minute stream from here on or so. And that way we can hop out early and get ready for these 2 games. So if you're ready, man, we'll hop into it.
Let's go. Let's go. We're here for some money. We're here for some plays. Can't waste the people's time. They want to win some more.
Exactly. Well, we're gonna go back to the home teams tonight. I like what I saw out of New York. I mean, they're the clear-cut favorite team, and Atlanta, no idea what's going on with that. Coach didn't even play the starters when it was a 12-point game, so just a really weird script from them. I'm honestly just ready for the series to be over with. So I doubt it goes to a third game. Highly unlikely. But New York. I think for them today, you can have both just a straight-up money line. Or if you want to come down to the spread. Personally, I don't like to chase double-digit spreads if I can help it, but their alt line's pretty decent today. The one that really stood out for me was going to be that -5.5 at -375. Really easy parlay piece to kind of slap in with something else. And then Vegas, as much as I love Seattle and I think they're a phenomenal team, ton of talent, but Vegas, it's Vegas at home, and maybe it goes to a game 3. I highly doubt it, but yeah, gotta give it up to them. And shout out to Tiff Hayes, man. Absolute steal for Vegas this season. Like, unbelievable that she was a free agent, didn't play like half a season, and then Vegas just scoops her up basically for free. And honestly, she's been the best 6th player off the bench for this team. It's insane. And they needed it. This team has no depth at all. So,
right. I was sitting here waiting for you to stop talking to say they needed her, man.
Oh, yeah. They needed her real bad. So I do like that. Not really going to mess around with too many of the game totals. If you want to, I would say the Seattle and Vegas, the alternate game total, you can find that probably maybe like a half unit for a slip today. 148 is pretty generous, honestly. Anytime Vegas plays, we've seen them well over like 160, 170 for most of the season, for that matter. So 148, I could totally see, 150 game, no problem. So somewhere between these 4, mostly low parlays, except for the New York at -1,000. But yeah, just mix and match this up for a little bit. I don't want to talk about tomorrow's slate too much. I know we're going to get a couple random questions about that. But again, same thing for them. Phoenix looked awful. We love Minnesota. They've been one of our favorite dark horse teams this year. And Connecticut, as much as I love Indiana, it's hard to beat Connecticut at home. So if you want to, I think both of these money lines, we actually did this the last time. We took all the money lines for the home teams, and they all came through pretty easily. So I don't mind that. But yeah, we'll talk about more of tomorrow's slate tomorrow, obviously. All right, that's what I got for game total, spreads, money lines. And then let's just go ahead and hop into the plays, because you already see they're bumping plays. They just took Gabby out of the queue, so that's a bit unfortunate.
Everyone likes Gabby these days. He was the number 1 play on there. It was crazy.
She's been solid. Man, I don't want to refresh my thing because I keep getting I'm getting this error now apparently, and I have to manually type in the URL.
I'm beginning to think it's all you.
Maybe, man. I'm gonna see what's up with that. But all right, so I'm just gonna riff off a couple of plays that we have here before they take them or do anything with them. The first one that really stood out for me were really these first 2 in general, but Skylar, 5.5 assists. This is just extremely generous. I feel personally she's cleared this in every game against Vegas so far this season. And this last game, she had a 57% assist rating. So, and she's out there playing, 33 to 35 minutes. And as long as they can hang around, it's basically going to be do or die for them today. So starter minutes should be in full effect. And yeah, I just like this. It's really good payout. Yeah, it could be a little bit better. I will say 0.73 isn't the best, but definitely a solid parlay piece and something we could work with today. Next up was going to be Jackie Young's 3.5 rebounds. So a couple props I'm definitely interested in for Jackie today, and just in general. I know she thank God got over on the last second, got an offensive rebound at the end of the game to clear her PR for us. But I don't mind going right back to it. Honestly, it's still at 18.5. She was still number 2 in usage on the team, right behind Asia. So as we expected, that was going to happen. And her rebound rating was phenomenal. She had a 33% rebound rating. Here, let me actually look for you guys. 31.8 rebound percent. So, which is really, really solid. She literally had a better rebound rating than Asia. So you got to love to see that. And then the biggest thing that kind of stood out for me was the defensive rebound rating, which Seattle gives up top 2 in the league. Honestly, both sides do. Vegas is number 1. Seattle, I believe, is number 2 right behind them. But she had a 29% defensive rebound rating. So absolutely love that. And you can see a huge drop off between her to Asia. So worst case scenario, maybe they flip flop a little bit. I can live with 24%. We just need 4 rebounds. And she had 7 rebounds this last game. So absolutely love that. And again, her PR, I think, is very, very live, again, to go right back to. Now, Gabby, I did have in the queue, and I like her PR. Okay, here's the PRA. They put it back at 21 flat. So they can't seem to make up their mind about her lines. She did open at 17.5 PR, but it's kind of weird because they bumped her points down by 0.5, but they took her 3.5 rebound line, which was a total free piece, I think, today. But huge rebound upside for her. Same thing on the other side. Her and Jackie played basically the same kind of role. She had a 20% overall rebound rating, which I think is pretty solid. But again, the key marker that we're looking for is this number 1 in defensive rebounds. 27.6 is phenomenal. I mean, over NECA, over Mercedes. And even now, I think, which is better for us, that Ezzy McBagor is going to be back today. So no more Mercedes. She's been a glass hog. We'll get her out of there. And Ezzy trying to contain with Asia and Stokes down low is probably going to be a mess anyways. So I like going right back to Gabby something. She was also number 3 in usage on the team, or number 2 on the team. Don't look at Sammy here. She only played 1 minute. But Skylar was number 1, Gabby was number 2, and then it was a nice little drop off after that. So I like the PRA. The assist could be a little bit better. So maybe if you just want to stick straight up with the PR at the 16.5, I don't mind that either. But I mean, still 36 minutes. I mean, give me 21 PRA. I'll take that all day.
The PR is great value, I think. I'm just looking at it here. It's 16.5 now. Like you said, it was 17.5 yesterday. But look at that. I mean, 16.5. They're giving us what? The assists are at 3.5. That's 20. I mean, that's a great value. That PRA is juiced by 1. Just the assist is juiced, right? It's crazy.
Yeah, and honestly, it doesn't make any sense either, because last game we had Gabby at 25 fantasy or 24 or 5,
25.5, I think.
But yeah, and I knew they would open her at 27 today. Like, I knew that was going to happen. And it's weird though. Like I was saying, like, this went up, this went down, but they took the rebound selection away, and clearly they're favoring over the 4.5 here. So like, I just that doesn't make any sense. So I like the 17.5 for the PR, and I definitely like the 16.5.
Yeah, 16. That's I think that's the one right there.
Yeah. And then on the other side, just wrapping up the guards here. So Kelsey Plum, I mean, averages literally, I believe, 1.2 rebounds in this series. She had 0 rebounds this last game, and she's losing out on minutes because, I mean, let's be real, she kind of sucks. She just is a 3.
Big Sean's watching. Big Sean's watching. Hey, slow down.
I'm just hitting you with some facts here, man. She's getting phased out from Tiff Hayes and Alicia Clark off the bench, and her biggest problem though is she just doesn't offer any kind of a defensive upside. And this isn't a game where Vegas can just, ride the back of Asia to score their way to a victory. Like, that's not going to happen.
You know what's interesting too, bro, about her is, remember last year she was the same way in the playoffs. She did nothing. She was terrible.
Yeah, she was awful in the playoffs this last year as well. And it looks like coaches, kind of keen in on that a little bit earlier this year, because last year she just kind of let her run and had minutes. They basically just played the starting 5 the entire game with a filler piece for one of the centers. But now this year they actually have some depth in between, Clark and Hayes off the bench. So I think she's live to continue losing minutes. And I mean, if she's not going to be involved on any kind of rebounding as well, for her, I mean, she just kind of gets the short end of the stick on that.
Yeah, no, I love that call right there. That when I saw you post that under rebounds, I was like, ooh, sign me up. I like that.
Yeah, and another thing for her too, she's one of the first players back on transition or any kind of breaks, stuff like that on defense anyways. So she's just never around unless she's catching a long ball from a random 3, which Seattle actually kind of shoots the lowest in the league anyways. It's just a really tough ask for her, plus her losing out on minutes, which also I think kind of segues us into this next play, which I like. And I'm kind of surprised she's plus money, but I got to nominate Chelsea Gray for this 5.5 assists. We've seen, her postseason Gray looked pretty good this last game. I was pretty impressed with that. And one thing I will say, they did make a coaching change that kind of shook it up in the second half. So the first half, they did not have Gabby guarding Chelsea Gray. She was guarding Jackie Young. And then Gray was going off, and they switched up that assignment, whereas Chelsea did absolutely nothing in the second half. And Jackie, I believe, had 9 field goal attempts in the second half. So huge switch there. I'm curious if they run that back again one more time. But, yeah, for her, I mean, she had a 50% assist rating in this last game, played 33 or 36 minutes, 32, 29, so almost 33 minutes. Live to play another 32 to 34 minutes again tonight. 50% assist rating for this team. I mean, a lot of that too, she could have easily cleared a double-double. Had 7 assists this last game, but had Jackie or Plum shot any kind of better, oh dude, she would have got a double-double, no problem. Like, no problem. So, low-key super sleeper plays for today. I would say literally $5 bet, but her double-double is a 6.39x. And then the one that really stood out for me, though, was Skylar for her double-double. I think is sneaky potential today. She had, like I said, 8 assists this last game. And had Lloyd actually done something that game, I think that could have been even better. So they didn't leave it as high as it was this last game, but 3.69, this is, I think, very interesting. At least just $5, something like that.
It's funny, as you were talking about those plays there, and I know you have Skylar, I think, in this queue up there. Yeah, I was looking at Skylar and Kelsey, and I was like, let me look at these odds in comparison, because, they're the 0.8 and the 0.73, whatever. So I'm like, are we getting bad odds here? And I go look on the books. Skylar's at 6.5, and Plum's at 2.5. So I'm not sure if those are going to just flip here soon, or if that's been that way.
Yeah, and shout out to you guys in the Discord getting the early access. I believe Skylar also bumped down from the payout that she had. Yeah, she was at 0.8x last night, which, I mean, for me, dude, I loaded up on that. I love that play whenever I saw it. And so the payout is a little bit lesser now, so you guys getting it second hand, it kind of is what it is. But, yeah, dude, these two players are just playing massive minutes. I mean, they are the sole playmakers on the team, and we just need shots to fall around them. So,
and they're that. Fast games, good teams, good shooters. 5.5 is a low number in a game like this.
Yeah, really, really. I mean, and I felt the same way about it. Honestly, just minutes plus percentage, assist rating, usage, all that stuff. We just need them to go out and do their thing, have a mediocre game. We're not even asking for anything crazy. So
yeah,
I like it. I like it.
Yeah, I like those plays a lot. And that Plum play is amazing too. That's what I'm saying. That Plum is 2.5 on books too. So I'm gonna lock those both in right now.
And then because she owes me money from this last game, I'm gonna nominate also NECA under her. It's just literally for a parlay piece, but now that we do have Ezzy back today, I think under her double-double is live again. She had 5 rebounds going into the damn fourth quarter, and then got 5 rebounds. Or no, she had 4 rebounds in 4 minutes to start the quarter, and I'm just like, okay, well, we'll get burned like this, but other than that, I mean, she was way under. It's not even funny.
Cool. I like what you got there.
Oh, and then from our first game, and one play that I know you liked as well, gotta say Sabrina under the 6.5 assists. Just for me, I mean, she I believe is like a 65 or 66% to stay under just the season as a whole. I know, yes, Vandersloot coming off the bench is kind of annoying, but this last game, I mean, you look at the ball handling duties from everyone, and it's a pretty clean break. I mean, she's excluding Vandersloot, who still had a 50% rating off the bench in only 16 minutes. But Sabrina, just 29%. And then we had Lainey right behind her at 27, and JJ at 27, and Kennedy Burke at 25%. So for me, I just in general, she's not the primary playmaker. I mean, she is just by like one more play basically, but this many hands on this many different playmaking players and schemes that they run for the offense, it's just a tough ask. On top of also her being second in usage right behind Stewie again for offensive rating. Yeah, maybe if she plays a little bit more minutes here, that assist could get a little bit more scary, but Atlanta's middle of the pack for assists allowed, so it's nothing special or extra there. And if they actually come out and play defense, we could see those assists go down a little bit and it'd be more of a competitive game. But yeah, And also got to shout out Phoebish. Had just, the game of her life. Good Lord, 21 points in her first postseason game. She was perfect in the first quarter. And then we had Sabrina also just, basically all the guards were scoring at will. So don't expect that to happen again necessarily the same way this last game. So she's not going to get those early assists like she did off of Phoebish. The Bish. Yeah.
Yeah, Bish. Okay.
Hey, shout out to her. She's been a solid spark plug for this team. She's filled in whenever Vandy was hurt, or not hurt, but dealing with her personal issues earlier on in the season. And she's a younger buck on the team, so she's out there playing pretty heavy minutes if she didn't get into foul trouble. But yeah, let's talk about some PrizePicks stuff, because we still got this taco for 1 minute and 25 seconds.
Oh, hurry!
All right. Oh shit! I didn't even see that. Okay, so we were just gonna do a Skylar combo with Gray, the assist over. We're gonna half a slip on that, and then do a half with Asia and Kelsey Mitchell first half.
Oh, for me it's $5 each. Great.
Yeah, PrizePicks been kind of lame with it lately. To be honest, not a super huge fan of the tacos and discounts they gave us. Like, they gave us this one, not an ideal one by any means. And then they gave us a Clark discount too for her points, which is, look at this. Asia missed that in the last 2 games against Seattle. Oh, that's no bueno.
Thanks, PrizePicks. You're so thoughtful. I love you so much. You do so much for us.
And then shout out to DeWanna Bonner. She was my sleeper play for the last slate on Sunday. Just absolutely crushed her full game fantasy in the first half. And first half still, I think, super low. She's been at like 12.5 and even 13.5 for a large majority of the season outside of this last month. So 11.5, super favorable. We more than likely will not have Ty Harris. I believe she's going to be out. But they do get Tiff Mitchell back off the bench, so they could have that filler minutes there. So shout out to Bonner and Mabry, and Carrington should play some pretty heavy minutes.
Quick question, Ty says, do you see Gabby getting less minutes because of Ezzy playing today?
No. Ezzy or Gabby, Skylar, and NECA will all be locked in for minutes. The only thing that will really rotate is just at the 4 and the 5 spot.
Coolio?
The only thing I would say that it would impact is just some potential rebounding for Gabby. But, again, for her, I think there's a fair trade-off for her assist could pick up there. If you take the PRA or the fantasy line. Well, no. Don't play the fantasy line. That shit's too high. But the PRA line, if you want to play that at 21 flat, that's totally fine. Okay, cool. PrizePicks was tripping, so they have it up for another hour. I was like, dude, how is it this early? Like, it didn't make any sense.
Yay, PrizePicks. We love you tacos.
All right. And just because I know they're going to bump a couple of these two, I got to shout out Big Cloud. Even with all of my distaste and dislike for her, dude, absolutely put the team on her back this last game. Had 23 field goal attempts, 33 points, a double-double, 10 assists, and was really pacing for a triple-double, honestly. She had 6 rebounds, too. So 11-5, I think this is totally solid. Griner looks like complete ass. I don't know what's going on with her. And Copper, still kind of sketchy. She had a really awful start to the first half and then really turned it up in the second half. But yeah, dude, somebody shooting 20 plus times a game, obviously not going to happen again. But we saw Cloud in the postseason last, 2 seasons. Shout out to you guys who follow us that go way back. But she's a totally different beast. Her and AT alike, completely turning it up in the postseason. So I don't mind that. And some combination, honestly, I think between Bonner and AT, I don't mind going back to that either. AT's a little high, though. 29 PRA is kind of getting up there.
It is. I wanted to bet on her, too, and then I saw that number, and I was like, wait a minute. I swear it was 24.5 last time.
Yeah, for something like that, honestly, man, I would, and I hate to even say it, but, Bonner or Carrington, even for that matter, might just be a better look. So this one's actually interesting. She was 19 flat, I believe, last night, or 19.5 PR. So I know she doesn't Playmake that much, but it is a great assist spot for, this team in general. And she did get over this last game, and she had a pretty bad first half shooting-wise. Didn't really do her thing. They switched the defensive assignments up for Carrington. They actually had her covering Mitchell instead of Clark this time. They had Bonner covering Clark. So we did see somewhat of a ripple effect from that. Clark didn't have any turnovers, really. She had 1 turnover in the first half. And Carrington did not get any stocks herself. I believe she just had like one steal for the whole game or something crazy. So that and the coach held her out a lot in the second half. I don't know what was up with that. She didn't come back in the game till like kind of late. I know Mayberry was cooking, but I was like, damn, dude, she's been out for a minute.
Mm-hmm. Very, very interesting. I didn't get to really pay as much attention as you. You watched these games on Sunday, huh? I was watching football, so I couldn't pay attention as much. So I'm learning. I'm learning here with you.
Yeah, Sunday was pretty crazy, but we'll get to a little bit more of tomorrow's stuff later on this evening. But and if you think Nalissa Smith is going to continue to just not play minutes, I know it's a PRA line and it's kind of low, but man, she played 8 minutes this last game. This might be an honorable mention.
I know that's tough, huh? That's just you're right there. You're just betting how many is she going to play 8 minutes? She plays 8 minutes, you win. She plays 15, you lose. Well, you could still win even if she played 15. That's the good part about it.
Yeah, and I mean, there's already rumors that she's going to be going from this team anyways next year. She's already kind of had a little bit of distaste for the fact that she was their number one pick back in 3 seasons ago or 2 seasons, whatever, and then they drafted Boston immediately right after her. So basically, just saying, screw you, we're going with somebody else. Mm-hmm. And I mean, just all season long, we've seen this back and forth with her and Fag Bentley, and now Dantas off the bench is playing minutes. So maybe a hot take here, but I get the feeling she might not even start this next game, if I'm being honest.
I know, that's crazy. That is, I'm surprised they even give us her lines. I really don't know why they're doing that.
Yeah, so call it a hunch or a gut call right now. We're just maybe locking in early. Also, shout out, we were talking about this in the Discord again, early looks, early leans, getting that early value. Her PR was at 14 flat, so we did kind of snipe that up a little bit early, but it's bumped on most of the other books. So if you still want to take the highest possible under, this is going to be it for you.
That's the one. Okay. That was my next question. What's the play? Okay. That's the one. Okay, cool.
Yeah, but we'll table that for now and circle back to it later. Well, definitely dude. Look for any kind of rivals. Oh my God, whatever it is, I'm taking the other person.
Do they have any?
No, there's no rivals up yet for tomorrow.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
But yeah, I think that's really about it. Just kind of wanted to skim through some of these. Personally, today I have no faith in Atlanta. I don't want to play any of these players. I'm not touching the overs because they might not play. Not touching the unders because they might play the entire game. Tanisha White has no clue what she's doing, and we saw it this last game. So we'll just kind of leave that to that. You did like the rebound unders for Tina, right?
I did at 10.5, but I think it's 10 now here. I was looking at it earlier. I had 10.5 last night on Underdog. Is it 10.5 still?
Yeah, you can still get it at 0.91.
Okay. Yeah, I do like that. Fuck Tina.
Yeah. I mean, it's a tough ask, and if she's not gonna go out and actually play minutes, and
right,
it is what it is.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, there's a 50% chance they get blown out again.
So. Yeah. Yep. So, I think that's about it for right now. They bumped a ton of the other plays that we had interest in. I know we had Canada under 10.5 points. I got bumped.
Yeah, that was another good one. Yeah. What did that bump down to? 9.5 now? Wow, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, and then a full point on all this other stuff too. And her fantasy was at 25.5 yesterday too, so that bumped down.
Okay.
I will say honorable mention just because it is Jewel Lloyd, her 14.5 point, or even the 15.5 points, honestly. I mean, this is just insanely low for Lloyd. I mean, she's been 19.9 or almost 20.5 all season.
So low.
But she looked rough this last game, man. I don't know what.
Well, remember, she is still kind of, I mean, we haven't seen her healthy back from that injury. She was out at the end of the year, right? So maybe something's up with her still.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely possible. So if she comes alive, she's going to destroy this point line or even their PRA for that matter. But I don't know. That was an awful first game. So, yeah. All right, y'all. Make sure to hit that like and sub down below, helping us out fight the old algorithms. Check out links to our Discord down below, and let's hop into some questions. See what's on everyone's mind today.
See what these crazy kids are talking about. These crazy kids. Okay, let's see. Let me look through these comments here. It says, hit the like, pimps. Oh, yeah, you guys, let's see. Let's do a like check. We're at 70 people watching. Appreciate you guys. Must have been getting some wins off of E's fire picks lately. E, you've been on fire, bro. Again, still. I can't even say it stopped yet.
We've been doing okay, I feel like.
Really good.
All right.
Okay, Modest E. We're at 23 likes, guys. If you could, please hit the likes. And we need to get to 50 for good luck on our bets today. You know the routine. We need 27 more. We can do it. We can do it. We can do it. K Frosh is here. He says he came in second. You know what? Nothing's wrong with second, though. It's weird because his popped up before the one that says first. So I don't even know who's lying now. I guess K Frosh will give it to him. All right, Sean Drake got it. Sean Drake got it. Sean Drake got it. Appreciate you, Sean. And he came with the movie trivia again. We'll hit that up later. I keep forgetting that. Sorry. We'll make sure we remember to get that. Cashier Family for Life is here. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Z Beast the God is here. What's up? What's up? What's up? Then there's the movie trivia. Cashier Family for Life says, Dream and Storm going home tonight. Or do they stay alive and force a game 3? The excitement. He's ready.
Man, honestly, I think they let those two games go. And so, I mean, we have to have a game 3 out of somebody. And that's the tricky part. I almost might even want to say Connecticut might go to a game 3 if I'm being honest, but yeah, I mean, we could see a clean sweep. It would just be really weird if we didn't get a game 3 from somebody. So I think just by the old, I'm not saying it's rigged, but it looks really suspicious narrative that we get every single year, somebody's going to a game 3. Like, y'all can take that to the bank. There's no way we're getting a four game sweep and not an extra game in between. So somebody is going to game 3.
I'm gonna guess it's Caitlin Clark.
Yeah, if I had to guess, honestly, you know, I'm really tempted to take Indiana to cover this plus money on the road. It is on the road, but they held in there. They looked really strong. You know, obviously Connecticut closed it out real strong in the fourth quarter, but Indiana was giving them the business that first half. I mean, they looked really good. So I got more faith in Indy to get there than Phoenix. I mean, Phoenix just looks awful, man, awful all over the place. So
when Griner, what? Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no, go ahead.
I was just saying, when Griner's on the court running around looking all oafy like she does, or he does, or whatever you want to say does, it's just a gross. It's just and then you remember about her fart stories. It's just a gross watch. You don't want to see it. Like, no one wants to see Griner playing basketball anymore. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. My dog just said it too. Like,
no. And I mean, maybe Phoenix could pull a steal here, but I highly doubt it. Minnesota's been the business wherever, so them I wouldn't go against. But Connecticut, I could see maybe Indiana just shoots the lights out. It's not even that Connecticut plays bad. If Indiana could just make a couple more buckets, I think that game would have been real scary down to the wire. But yeah, that's about it for most of the stuff. And then I was just going to throw up a little parlay, bankroll builder for you guys tonight. New York money line, Skylar for 5 assists, Gabby for 8 or more, Jackie for 10 or more.
The kid just came over here and said, "There's a huge spider outside. You have to come see it." I was like, hold on, let me hit mute real quick. Anyway, sorry. What were we saying?
Oh, no, you're good. I was just throwing up a little alt parlay bankroll builder for everyone.
Cool. No, those been hitting too, bro. Shit. You've been on fire. Your accounts are mad at you. All the bookies are mad at you right now. I love it. I can tell too, you're glowing over there. Look at you. All that money. Eric, he says, "Let's fucking go." What up, Eric? There's a lot of Erics around here. We like all Erics around here. Chris is here. He says, "Not first, but I got the fattest joint in the room, so I win."
That sounds like a winner.
Heck yeah. He said, "Let's get this bread." Okay. Let's see if we gotta find a question here for you. Dirty Reg 22's here. What's up, bro? Didn't mean to hit the laugh, meant to hit the applause, but what up, bro? He says, "Oh, Caitlin Clark misses too damn much." I don't know why he said that. Caitlin Clark doesn't miss, does she? Seattle and Vegas going over this time. They have a dogfight, then they play more wide open the game after the dogfight. What you think? Think Seattle and Vegas gonna open it up and go over the line?
I mean, it's definitely possible. It's just going to really depend on these secondary players. The Plums and the Jackie. Is Jackie coming out and doing her thing? Is she going to have a slow start again? And I mean, same thing on the other side too. Gabby was kind of scaring us a little bit at the beginning of the game. She airballed a 3 and then missed a wide open layup. So, stuff like that can definitely happen. But I think that we will see some kind of adjustments. And Seattle was really hanging in there. They were leading the game all the way down to the fourth quarter. So I would say arguably they don't need to change their game plan. They just need to make sure they close the game out and, not letting Tiff Hayes drop 18 or 20 or whatever the hell it was, off the bench. Because had that not happened, she literally bailed Vegas out. Otherwise, Vegas, they were struggling. Asia absolutely locked down. Like, her first half was so bad. And they just had a good strategy for guarding her. And now tonight, I would say even better of an upgrade. They have Ezzy being back. She hasn't looked that phenomenal, but she's at least a solid body that can get down in the paint and clog it up for Asia so she can't score again. So it's the same game strategy or the same game plan, I think, today. They just need to close out strong. And we need NECA. She has got to get involved in this game. I don't care if Asia's guarding you or whatever the hell. You've got to score some points. Like, that's just, we cannot have that. And somebody's got to step it up off the bench too. Like Horston, Sammy, somebody. We need 10 points off the bench. Somebody.
How come on that last game of the season, when I needed NECA to not get those 25.5 PRA, she decided to just come out and go crazy, but she can't do it in the playoffs. How about that?
Yeah. It's kind of weird, and same thing for Lloyd too. At least for her, she has an injury, so we can kind of give her some leeway there. But NECA, there's absolutely no excuse. She doesn't have really any kind of a real backup. It'll be Mercedes Russell or whatever today, but you signed up for a new team because you wanted to win a championship. So if you want to win it, you got to show it, and just. Doing, I think defensively, phenomenal. Doing a great job containing Asia, but offensively, you got to be a two-way player. You gotta contribute on that side. So, her and Lloyd show up today. I think that's totally feasible. We could see them, just run and gun a whole lot. But teams that try to do that with Vegas in Vegas usually don't fare well. So, I just don't think that they're going to change the strategies up any.
Right. And funny, JJT12 380 got here and says, is Ezzy playing today? And the answer was yes, she is. Yes, she is. Chris says, underrated. You have to let this fart Griner story go. I know. I don't know why. Every time I think of Phoenix, then I think of Griner or Cloud. But I really think of Griner, and just how she runs and looks is just like she looks stinky before you even knew the story. So I just can't get it out of my mind. I'm sorry, though. I will really try my best not to bring it up anymore. Thank you for reminding me. It's probably better to do that. Anyways, C Beast the God says, Canada under 18.5 PRA. I know you liked the under points last night. What do you think about her PRA?
Yeah, same situation for all the Atlanta players. If they play reduced minutes, then their unders are going to be free today. I think that's a very, very strong possibility. But Canada, in this matchup in particular, she had a couple of spike random rebounding games. She had a 6, 5, and 3 or something like that. And then the scoring was awful. So I think a lot of the weight is going to carry from her scoring upside. The assist and playmaking still kind of there, but you can see they're favoring the under for that as well. So yeah, I don't mind it. It kind of sucks that they did bump that a full point though, because she was at 19.5.
Okay, makes sense. Ben Negro Jones says, y'all are definitely the best in the industry. I'll smoke to that.
Hey, appreciate that, buddy.
Yeah, appreciate that. Yeah, appreciate you, man. That's because you just been killing it lately, bro. You're on this war path. I don't even know who you are the last couple weeks. Like, everything you play is 75% gonna hit. That's why he said that, guaranteed. He said, how about my Commanders, though? And I think that's talking real bad about my Bengals at the same time. So I don't know how to respond to that. My Bengals suck. 0-3, but guess what? I've been a Bengal fan for like 20 years, so it doesn't even faze me. I'm used to being 0-3. These new Bengal fans are like, oh, what about your Bengals? I'm like, oh, it's normal. So I don't even care. So fuck you. Love your Commanders. Not really, bro. Just kidding. Good game and stuff, I guess. Actually, to be honest, Daniels at quarterback now. Woo, Commanders do look good, and that was fun. He balled out. Z Beast the guy.
He was having fun.
Yeah, bro, that was actually a great game. I'm just a little bitter. We're 0-3. You know what you gonna do at 0-3 when you have Burrow and Chase on your team and you're 0-3? You just don't know what to do with yourself. Z Beast the God says Wilson over 11.5 boards.
I mean, it's in the wheelhouse, but so for her today, or for me personally, I think if I'm gonna play her rebounds, it almost has to be in a combo. But with Ezzy being back too, that kind of makes me not like it quite as much. But I mean, you know, I showed you guys on the usage rating here for them. Somehow Asia was even behind Jackie. You know, Jackie led the team, or Kia Stokes out there, and then Jackie, and then Asia, and then Meg off the bench for one of the filler roles. But that's kind of weird. Asia only had a 25% rebound rating, and I don't know why. I really can't give you an answer why she jumped over her. So kind of weird. Even on the defensive rebound rating, I mean, Asia's still third in the pecking order, so I don't know if she's just and they could have her just on assignment to try and specifically just box out, you know, boxing out between NECA, Russell, you know, who was playing, or whoever else at the time. So she could just be assigned on only boxing out people right now and trying to, you know, exclude players from the play where they have just the wing players coming in, because it was not only her, Jackie, that did a lot of rebounding, but I mean, you look too, you know, Tiff Hayes, she only played 26 minutes, but it was off the bench and she still had a 20% rebound rating. So that's kind of interesting. You know, there's so many mouths to feed on this team. That's kind of obnoxious. And so we've been used to seeing Asia start at the 5 as well. I don't know if you guys noticed, we had talked about this, I think like 2 weeks ago, but ever since they were starting Meg and they moved Asia back down to the 5, and she was killing the boards. I mean, just killing the rebounds every day. But now with Asia back down to the 4 and Kia Stokes starting, Kia Stokes is nothing, absolutely nothing. And also shout out freest free under ever. I cannot believe Underdog posted her points.
That was a mistake.
Freest under.
That was a mistake. And I noticed that was on other books too for like an hour, and then they realized, oops, we put up Kia Stokes, and everyone pounded the under, and they were like, alert, alert, alert.
Yeah.
Who put Kia Stokes up? They're fired.
Oh yeah, somebody got fired for that for sure.
That is so funny.
But yeah, man, I don't know about her just straight up rebounds today, to be honest. I mean, really sketchy history. You know, even the one game she did get 11, so she's 1 of 5 with that. It's just it's a tough rebounding spot, because, you know, they do the same thing on the other side. They try and box her and exclude her from the play too. So it's I think they're going to lean on her more for the scoring upside, like we saw. 21 field goal attempts is a lot, and maybe the rebounding just is by chance.
You know what, man? Like I was realizing that Z Beast the God had that question about Asia's rebounds. You went into that question like it was something that you personally wanted to look at, and I just want to say, if you guys are watching and you get your questions answered like that, hit the like, please, because this man is putting the overtime in. Like, every question, you're just going in depth. That's sick, bro. I just got to give you credit for it. Not even playing.
I appreciate it. Appreciate that.
That's dope. So if you guys have any questions, throw them in the chat, and E will be happy to answer them for you. He's been on fire, so you want to know what he thinks. Robert Smith says, thanks, boys. What's up, bro? What's up, bro? Damien says, Gabby was guarding Asia? I don't know what that means. Was Gabby guarding Asia? Or did you say that maybe on accident? I don't know. Or was Gabby guarding Asia? No, right?
No, NECA was guarding Asia.
NECA Asia? NECA, what's that herb or whatever? NECA Asia? So, anyways, Dirty Reg 22 says, one thing about Point Goddess is she will go for it. You know, Chelsea Gray, bro, she was a different Chelsea Gray, like you said last game. If she does that again, her lines are not high for her. Sky over a 26 PRA, ZB's the God says. So I know you like Sky's assists. He's talking about her PRA. What do you think about that?
Yeah, the PRA is not bad. Honestly, I might lean a little bit more towards, say, like the fantasy, just because she is like just shy of a point per minute kind of a player. Just need to fade the turnovers there, but the rebounding though is something I think I would say be a little careful with. Yeah, I mean, you can see, over the last couple games, it's kind of all over the place. Even in this game, I mean, she played almost 35 minutes against Vegas, 0 rebounds. So a little bit of a red flag there, I think, just in general. I mean, for most of the season, they had her for just 2.5 rebounds. So I think they're kind of getting a little sneaky with that one. I don't mind it. I'll say now, because they did bump the PA up. It was, I believe, 22.5 yesterday, but even as 23 flat, I think that's totally reasonable. I mean, she's been at 24.5 for the last couple games too. So yeah, it's not bad. I think either the fantasy or the this 5.5 assists is definitely going to slap. I mean, make sure you get that in if you can. But yeah, the one thing with her we got to kind of be a little bit concerned about is she had all the usage in the world, because Lloyd did absolutely nothing. She had like a 10% usage rating, but also NECA not doing anything as well. These two kind of go hand in hand with that.
Chris says
bumping Gabby for.
They like to. Chris says Lloyd under an offensive rebound tonight. Chris, you like living on the edge, don't you?
Oh, she's offensive rebounds. That's interesting.
Oh, that's nice, guys. Let's do some one little nerfy type play, guys. Put it in a parlay too. Why not 7 picks?
Yeah, I'm just too picking that with if I'm gonna play that at all. Lloyd's interesting. Yeah, I mean, if she doesn't play those minutes, I don't think she's going to get that offensive rebound. But one of these two players for sure. It's real interesting to have Skylar for 0.5 offensive rebounds. I mean, she doesn't ever get any offensive rebounds.
If I was PrizePicks, I'd put so many of those plays up, and then people are doing six picks, and they're like, oh yeah, I have my 50% one offensive rebound play in there, and ruined all of my plays. Thank you. Yes. Dirty Reg says Sabrina barely got over her points last time. I wish it's a bit easier tonight. So Sabrina under assists, that one is interesting, and I seen Wet even altered it up to 7.5 and did the under. That seems like a lock. I'm gonna have to go do that on Hot Streak.
Oh god, yeah. If you can get that at 7.5, for sure.
I think it is on there still. I don't know. I didn't check, but I'm thinking it is. Hope it is. Dirty Reg says, I hope Atlanta keeps it tight tonight and makes it a game so the Liberty starters have to play longer. Right. And if they do that, bro, Brianna Stewart's gonna go the fuck off, isn't she?
Yeah, I was gonna circle back to that actually. I'm glad you brought that up. I'm gonna throw her fantasy in there.
Can we do first half something with her though, or are we betting on the game going? Like, you know what I mean? Is the first half not a consideration for you?
I mean, it is. I'm a little annoyed because she did come up short on the 9.5 points this last game. She racked up the RA, so I mean, I like that. I would say maybe the first half fantasy. What's that on PrizePicks actually? Let's look at that.
Or you could just go full game and know that you're betting on Atlanta keeping it close enough. And really, I don't know. I guess I didn't watch enough on Sunday but it seemed like they took them out early, huh? So you're saying the Atlanta players got taken out early and the game was just over quick?
Oh, yeah, man. It made absolutely no sense. I mean, the coach pulled the starters.
Yeah.
Here.
That's what makes it tough to do.
Like, what the hell is this? Like, how did no starter play any of these minutes? Tina played 4 minutes. Hey. She played 4 minutes and some change in the half, and that was it.
I don't know, but it makes me want to take that under Tina rebounds even more.
And shout out to Wet too. He brought this up in the Discord, so you can see the difference in the coaching and how confident they are. So when the game actually got under 20 points here for New York, they brought the starters back in. They wanted to fight and make sure the game. Yes. And then Atlanta was just like, you know what? You players haven't played any minutes the first half. Let's play the whole fourth quarter.
Yay! Like we're in 8th grade. Everyone has to get their minutes.
Yeah. So just I think what you said is definitely spot on. You're banking on the fact that the game is going to go the distance, or we get 4 quarters of play, out of the starters. Stewie's good for 3 quarters, so I mean, I do agree the first half maybe is a little bit more ideal, but she can still get it done, in 3 quarters. If they're not going to actually.
That's the next thing books or PrizePicks or one of these dumbass sites should do, is have 3 quarters. 3-quarter plays. What? We got first quarter, we got first half. Why not 3-quarter play? I want a 3-quarter play. Fuck it. That would be fun though, because then you really are still okay with the blowout.
Yep.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, for me personally, I don't have a lot of interest in this game. Maybe stack up some unders and stuff, but I'm just ready for the series to be over.
And we can tell by your attitude, sir.
Right.
Dirty Reg says, I got a parlay with Sabrina over points in it. I'm going to hedge with her under 2.5 threes just in case she has an off night, and hope she gets over her points of 2-point shot and some free throws. Dirty Reg, you just went, my head just started spinning from that. I can't even get into it. Still love you. Chris says, imagine being a higher draft pick than your girlfriend, and she gets more minutes than you too.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them be playing on the same team next year.
Fortune says, do you think John Quell will go under today? What do you think about John Quell? I mean, that is interesting too, because, the minutes again. If they blow him out, she's not going to have the minutes. Are her lines reflecting that though?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, her lines are super generous today.
That's why. Huh?
So I like it to a degree, but I mean, the fact that she did kind of so much this last game is also a little concerning, because she's clearly still one of the main rebounders. I mean, she was second on the team, 38%, almost 39%. Is pretty crazy. But again, the assist rating, seeing that spike up between her 27%, that's a little scary. And then overall usage, I mean, she was 5th on the team here. Well, not counting her, but she was number 4 out of the 5 starters, just behind or ahead of Laney and Phoebish. But her minutes, 21 minutes, man, if she plays 33 minutes, that stat line might look a lot different. And another thing with her too, if on the other side, if they wave the flag early, when Tina wasn't out there, JJ was killing people. I mean, she was going off there for a little bit, so that's another concern. They don't have a true big out there. If Tina's not out and play, there is not a real center out there on the other side. So keep that in mind. JJ can play some bully ball, and if she actually wants to score, she's going to score.
Warzone Podcast says, what do you think about Asia's fantasy? And also, guys, if you don't mind hitting the like, that would be amazing for us. We're at 31. We're trying to get to 50, and we're almost done here. So if you could, smack the like for us real quick. Thank you. Yeah, we're about to get out of here in a minute. The fantasy, I think, is definitely live. They brought it back down from that first game because she was at 55 fantasy, and we were laughing about that because that shit was crazy. And stayed under that first half play, which we had our first half PRA under in both of those last 2 games against Seattle. It was just so high. It makes sense.
Yep.
I think those are one of those ones, bro, where people don't want to bet under on Asia, so they put them even higher because they're like, we dare you to go under. And it's always a pretty good play. It's kind of like Caitlin.
Yeah, I mean, dude, with Caitlin last game, I mean, you talk about ultra sweaty to the max. She had 16.2 fantasy in the first quarter, and we're over here sweating her to get, under 20. Ends the first, or 20.5. She ends the first half with 20.4. I'm like, oh my god, we got there. So
yeah,
hey, it's never over until it's over for the unders, at least.
For sure. All right, you guys smack the likes for us a few times. Appreciate you guys, whoever you just were. That's what's up. Let's see, where are we at now? I went backwards here, so I got a little confused. We went back. Oh no, he's bringing this up again. He said, nah, you already know grinder body odor smells like Swiss cheese. Swiss cheese, let me try to think what that smells like. Holy shit, that's disgusting. Chris says Canada under 13.5 PR, so he wants to throw the rebounds in there. Canada under PR. Ooh, you're looking at the rivals? We can wait on Chris's question here. Let's see what rivals they got.
They got Canada versus Laney. That's interesting.
So what's Laney been doing?
I mean, not a lot, but a little bit more than Canada.
Speaking of Canada under 13 PR, do you like throwing the rebounds in there?
Yeah, she was at 14 last night, so we locked that in early. But if you want to play it at 13.5, I get it. You're mostly just hoping she doesn't have that random rebound game.
Okay, well,
Now,
while
there's
you
got to
look,
be something good here. Oh, dude, Gabby versus Plum, and Gabby's getting 0.5 PRA. Oh my god, give me that.
you know what? I'm going to put that with my free play. Yay! Because we have a $50
Yeah,
free play today on, oh, yours is 25.
yeah. Unfortunately,
Still, that's the one. That is the one. Gabby PRA over Plum. I mean, Plum could go off and be Plum and do well, but that's a good bet, right? Because Gabby's pretty damn solid.
yeah, and she's just been locked in for minutes too. With I mean, Plum played 26 minutes this last game. Like that's got to be a huge tell that if she's not playing, coach is not playing her, or if she's not playing well, coach is not going to play her.
I'm putting that in my queue right now before I forget. Should we play with the free play?
Hey,
Is
well,
that the one? Is that the one with Mahomes?
I mean, I like it quite a bit, dude. The fact that it is the RA upside for Gabby, who's way more live to get it than Plum is going to be, but
I like that.
it's she's going to have to beat this. She's going to have to beat this in straight up scoring. Like I don't think the RA is going to be there for her. So if she drops 20 points, we could still beat her out with a high RA line from Gabby. I mean, it's not like Gabby's not going to shoot. She took 15 field goal attempts or something last game too.
They have a Gabby versus Gray on mine. Is yours there, or did they delete it? I just have Gabby.
Yeah, they
That's
just pulled it a second ago.
that's an interesting one too. I like that Plum one. Okay, so while we're here, and I did forget the movie trivia a couple times in a row. You want to roll through that real quick?
Yeah, let's do that, and then we got to head out.
Alrighty. Sean Drake says, "Okay, today's movie is from 1974. All right. A private detective hired to expose an adulterer in 1930s Los Angeles finds himself caught up in a web of deceit, corruption, and murder."
Okay, I got a totally wild guess.
Well, hey, we like totally wild guesses around here. Let's hear it.
Okay, I'm gonna go with Play Misty for me, a Clint Eastwood movie. It's in
You
the
know,
70s. That's a little further back in my genre.
hey, applause for trying, throwing out a maybe out there that you weren't too sure about, so we appreciate that. But the movie was Chinatown, starring Jack Nicholson and Faye Dunaway.
Okay.
All right. Well, thanks, Sean, for that. That was a fun one. Definitely. Okay, cool. So we're done with that. We love the Gabby PRA over Plum. I'm going to post that in the Discord for us if you don't mind. And Ian says, underrated, you love waiting on money. Yes, I do. JJT said, no, I just want to see if we have a quick one we want to answer real quick before we leave.
I'll say real fast, just because this is such an egregious handicap. Small nomination, half a unit play for this Lloyd versus Asia. I mean, damn, 10-point handicap, dude. I've never seen something like that high on the board.
Yeah. I mean, if Jewel shoots, if Jewel has the green light and she doesn't, whatever happened last game, I don't know what it was, but like I said, she might still be injured, to be honest, because 6 points in a playoff game for her last game, that's crazy. Daniel says, how many minutes do you think Ezzy's going to get tonight? You think she's full go?
That's hard to say because they've been so fluid with the 4 and the 5 position, or mostly with the 5 position. She should be playing 33 to 35 minutes, but if she has any kind of reduction, I wouldn't be surprised either.
Jazz Mason says, let's go. Let's get this money. Do you think Lloyd's going to get her points? So there's some Lloyd talk, and that's about it. Other people are here. Matt says, what's up, boys? What's up, Matt? How you doing, bro? Appreciate you. We're going to get out of here and try to go find some bets real quick before the tip, right? But what do you think about Lloyd? In the short answer is?
I definitely have interest. I mean, this is do or die. So either she shows up and we see it early, or she's going to do the
injured.
same thing as last game. Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to know. I wouldn't put money on it, but hey, you do as you want.
Yeah. Yeah. If I'm going to do anything, I'm going to have some interest in this just because, I mean, 10 points is crazy.
I agree. And Asia hasn't been on that as much. That you see how they stopped her in the first half last game, so it's possible.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, that's all of our questions and everything, right?
It is.
All right, dope. Well, make sure you guys hit that like and sub on the way out the door. That way you don't miss out whenever we do go live for our, daily breakdowns for this. We're about to head into our busy season. Again, I can't stress that enough. We're going to be busy Monday through Friday once NBA starts. So make sure you guys check out that Discord. 7-day free trial down below. No excuses. Get in there. No commitment. If you don't want to stay, that's okay. And if you do, more than welcome. New happy home. All right, y'all. We are outie. Good luck tonight, and we'll catch y'all back here tomorrow. Peace.